your eyes for a minute. Close your eyes for a second.
Welcome back, guys, to yet another episode or commentary of the Real Housewives of Potomac. We do know that the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills will be airing very soon, and I can't wait to unpack that. And we get in on gossip, as well as I think Married to Medicine Atlanta episode 2 should be airing in any moment now. So I have 3 episodes, three shows to look forward to, but I might not be able to run all the recaps. Okay, guys, I'm very busy. Anyway, let's get down into the nitty-gritty of this particular episode 6, I would say. And I'm tagging this flirts and light shade, okay? We're going to get into all of the talking point. First things first, if you're yet to subscribe, I don't know what you're waiting for. Please hit the notification bell, subscribe, comment, and then ultimately share this channel with your friends, okay? We'll get into the talking point. Is the penultimate night of the girls vacationing in Nevis, and boy, am I tagging these filters and light shade. You're gonna see why I'm tagging this, okay? But I want to say this: Keiarna and Angel have literally drained or sucked the fun out of this girls group. It is quite exhausting to watch these two trying to make it about them or trying to go with the me narrative. Now, you're going to see why I'm saying all. Episode 5 did end with sort of an unresolved drama between Keiarna and Jazzy, as well as a historical beef between Keiarna, yet again, and Giselle. We're going to get into all of that. But then the girls decided, okay, let's just put a pause on all of our beef and try to get our last leak of what's left of this particular vacation, okay? And also the fact that Wendy is not, present to speak on some of the issues, because most of the issues, or should I say 85% of the issues, involve Wendy of some. So they need Wendy present, and so the ladies have decided we're gonna put a pause and enjoy our last night or day and just make the most. And the night ended with some fun light shade. But before the cameras went off, we did see Stacey trying to clear the air on her situationship or relationship or lack thereof between her and Chris Samuels. Now, I feel like this is sort of setting the scene for Monique's, debut this particular season. And we all know Monique was a former cast member. She left on, not so savory terms, and so I feel like her coming in, this is a good conversation starter for her, to navigate or have a storyline, if I should say. But I guess we're gonna see how this becomes a conversation for Monique and Stacey as well. But Stacey is admitting to nothing. She said they did go on a few dates. She admitted to that much. However, that was where it ended. So I don't know, Stacey, we all know you sort of embellish the truth a little bit more than we would like. But you know what? We cannot say for sure what has transpired between you and Chris Samuels. But I guess we will find out eventually. However way, we would definitely find out. And I also feel like negativity is taking all of Angelo's time, or Angel's time. Like, I feel like calling her Angela because Angel does not suit her personality. It's giving photoshopped. The next morning, with Wendy feeling a lot better, the ladies, decided to take on, the Navy scenery on a yacht. Now, you would think such luxurious, pastime would be all fun and no shade. Yeah, nah. And very quickly, a roundtable conversation, kickstarted the yacht trip. Now, I don't know if they enjoyed the scenery. They did try. They did a few deep dive into the beach. But, as we said, the night prior, they needed to have the conversation with regards to Giselle and Keiarna having a beef. And now this beef is a historical one, because we all know the scene that is a bone of contention here. Let's just cut to the chase. Keiarna got physically assaulted by one of Ashley's friends on this particular Giselle and Ashley's activewear launch. That saw Keiarna having to go nurse a physical injury on her forehead. Now, the resulting was also Giselle leaving impromptu because she had an emergency to deal with regards to her now late father. Now, Keiarna, of course, the party pooper or the very needy attention-seeking person that I don't know, because I thought she looked very well put together, very independent, very, I'm a girl's girl, a black woman strong. But the way she's coming up this season, it's giving pick me, it's giving cry baby, giving attention seeking. I don't like it. But anyway, we'll just have to take on Keiarna's feelings and, should I say, nurse it to good health, because she felt Giselle abandoned her in times of need or in her crisis point by not comforting her or acknowledging the fact that she was hurt. Guess what? Giselle lost her dad, Keiarna, and it's all about you. Make it make sense. I felt so irritated by the fact that she wanted justification or she wanted acknowledgement, the fact that I can understand that. But in that moment, it really wasn't any question that Giselle needed more in terms of compassion from the group than you did, Keiarna. Yes, you got hurt, but that was because you sort of put yourself in the line of fire. Oh, no, you got involved. You were not meant to. You decided to get yourself involved, and look where it got you. No shades thrown here. I can understand both sides, but I'm just saying, calling for what it is. Tia did, meddle a little bit to let Keiarna understand that her dad passed as a result of this particular whole situation you're talking about, and she needed a few more years to come to terms with the loss, an empty space, and that the dad has left. But Keiarna, I don't know if she took anything to heart or if she understood exactly where Giselle was coming from. But they did decide to just let bygone be bygone. Kumbaya, I guess. I'm not sure how long this kumbaya is going to last. And this is from Keiarna's POV, because the girl needs to. That particular episode ended, with the ladies coming together, for Jazzy's Bachelorette shindig. And this was after dining together for lunch. And during this particular lunch dining, we got to find out that Stacey sort of did not acknowledge Jazzy's invite for her to be her bridesmaid. Now, Stacey's reason was she had a product launch for her narcotics. How is that word? It is legal in America, but I'm just gonna say that. And so there was a conflicting business schedule to her being invited. But get this, she's attending the wedding. Make no mistake. And according to Giselle, Stacey obviously rescinded on the invite because she felt Jazzy was no longer a group member. But when she figured out or found out that Jazzy is still a cast member, she decided, I can't really go back and accept the bridesmaid role, but I might turn up for the event because there will be camera rolling. Make it make sense. Your business? What's going on? I don't know. Stacey, she is full of lies, but I gotta give it to her. She's good TV. You and I know that she's good TV. The confusion came about between Tia and Jazzy. Now, I don't know where this stemmed from, because apparently Tia felt some type of way about the Photoshop or personality Photoshop situation between Angel, Giselle. And I think Jazzy also alluded, or there was conversation regarding Jazzy's photo also being photoshopped, to which Jazzy denied vehemently that her photos and photoshopped. Now, this led to a word match or word spat between Tia and Jazzy. And I wasn't sure, because Jazzy went from 0 to 1,000 and it was confused. I was confused. It was confusing. I couldn't understand why. But apparently Jazzy's beef was the fact that Tia had made a comment saying a guy at the restaurant owner sort of liked or took a fancy to Jazzy, and Jazzy, being someone that's about to get married, did not take kindly to that comment and sort of, made Tia know that, yeah, don't be shady. Well, this particular talk did not go, it didn't extend for long, and I will give it to Tia. Tia does know how to use her British humor to sort of underpin sort of a serious altercation. This is the second time she's been able to diffuse a near miss when it comes to kind of disagreement between the ladies. I'll give it to her. She does know how to handle her altercations and shades very well. Well, Jazzy I feel like there was a little bit of an undertone to the fact that there might be crisis in her, not even husband yet. I don't know. What is she not seeing that she's not telling us? Girl, you might want to think very hard before you tie the knot, because if you're struggling at this point before getting married, you're gonna be struggling a lot more when you eventually get married. I'm just saying it. Experience is the best teacher for most of us. Don't say we didn't tell you though. But well concerned. Jazzy, are you okay? This made for a very confusing end, guys, because the drive back from this particular launch just saw me taken aback. And this was in regards to a conversation between Angel and Jazzy. Now, we could hear Angel and Jazzy having a sort of a heated or a deep personal conversation with regards to someone that was not a part of the show, or that is not a part of the show. And so we didn't take much to it. However, the ladies were sort of keen to know what the conversation was about. And this particular conversation brought the slutty team Bachelorette night party on its knees, because Angel, again, feeling in her own feelings, did not like the conversation, the private conversation she had with Jazzy, and felt the best way to ruin the night was to make it again all about her. I would say this: Giselle did a good job with organizing this whole Bachelorette shindig. Checking the slutty outfits and the characters, perfect. Checking the mood and the vibe, absolutely. But what I'm not checking is Angel's inconsistent mood swings. It's giving, I don't know. This particular new cast member is tiring. It's exhausting. I do not know. Deflated Angel couldn't really wait to ruin the night. Basically, she felt some type of way about Jazzy confronting her or telling her about what was said in their private conversation. She had made a few side comments alluding to the fact that Jazzy had a big mouth. And this then brought Wendy, to wanting to find out more. And Angel tried to unpack. I'm going to sum it up, sum this up as: one, there was stealing involved. Apparently, there was an allegation of stealing by Angel. She stole from her now husband, and there was not taking birth control in order to trap her now husband. There was a few more things that were said. Apparently, Angel denies all of this allegation, and Jazzy said, well, I came to you privately to have the conversation. I didn't do it in a group front. The lady sort of sided with Jazzy to say, yes, you could have brought this whole conversation to the group. However, you did so in private because you wanted to have it with the person. And now Angel decided to bring it out in the open. This is pretty much where it ended, because Angel could not wait to make this all about her. She walked off and entirely ended the night for the ladies, because they were trying to chase her, because she started crying, calling her husband. Keiarna again took this upon herself to say, my best friend is dying. Excuse me. Scratch that. My best friend, is having a panic, and I need to be by her side. This is not a good time. And I'm like, again, with the needy friend. This is now 6 episodes in. Can we just call it a night now? This is where it ends, guys. I can't wait to unpack episode 7, and I'm hoping there is some form of resolution here, because at this minute, it's not looking fun. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this particular commentary. Come on the comment section and tell me what you think. Be safe, and I'll talk soon. Bye.